Okay, we're down in the basement area. We have a nice protected place. We do have a cat in the house, so we have to keep it locked in here. Here's the brooder. We've got the water feeder in here. We've got our food in here. And our various heat sources. It is recommended to have two. If you happen to be gone and a bulb burns out, then the ducks have no heat. So having two gives you a backup if one goes bad. We also found these handy dandy ceramic. I'll show you what that looks like. These are not the infrared, these are ceramic. These are used in reptile aquariums and things like that, and they do a good job of heating, but they don't produce any light. That way, when you turn off the light at night and the duckies go to bed, they don't have light bothering them. Plus, we also did read that the red light may impact their eyes a little bit. We weren't sure about that, but the ceramics are working out just fine. And in this case, I've got one higher than the other. We're trying to let the ducks tell us when it's too hot. If they're too cold, they will huddle underneath one of these lamps to get heat. If they're too hot, they'll go to the other end of the box and get away from them. So I've got these at two different heights. If they happen to like this spot better than this spot, then they're telling me that this spot's too hot. I can raise this one on up. Now every day when we take the ducks out of the brooder to clean it out, we've got them in this little cardboard box here, and we want them to get used to being handled. So we got these nice little towels so we don't get pooped on, because they will poop on us. And you try to just be very gentle and put your hand in. They say, "Oh no, it's the hand!" And they all scramble to the other end of the cage, but you just pick one up. And we just spend just a few minutes trying to get them to be calm and just be used to being handled and sit in our lap. Now we've got Welsh Harlequins, with the exception of this guy. He's a white appleyard. He was a bonus duckling when we got him. So when you just, I like to hold on to them long enough that they calm down, and once they calm down, then they're ready to put back in. So they get used to being handled and understand, and I try not to hold them if I don't have to. Sometimes they'll just squat down and sit and just nest. Other times they'll stand and look around. He's a peeper. So now I'm just going to put him in there, back in there, and we'll go get the next one. So my wife and I both take turns taking the ducks out together, two at a time, and stroke them a little bit, put them in the box. When they're all out, we clean out the brooder, and then we reverse the process to put them all back in. And that's what we're doing. So we still have the burlap in here. You can see the size of their feet at this point. We think it's big enough. Let me pull another one out here. We think those little feet are just plenty big enough that the hardware cloth is not going to be a problem. But we're going to give it another day, and then when we clean out the brooder tomorrow, we will not put in the hardware cloth, or I'm sorry, the burlap. It'll just be hardware cloth, and then that way all the droppings go down to the bottom, and we don't have the burlap to clean out. It'll just be easier to hose everything out after that. I think that's it.